Graphing linear inequalities. We are going to start with, this is notes 11-11. The date, we will put tomorrow's date, which is 3/6/13, and the page number, I believe, is page 65, since direct variation was page 64. And again, the date we are putting is 3/6, and a linear inequality is a straight line, and we're not talking equations anymore, because we are involving less than, greater than, less than, equal to, greater than or equal to. And the steps in doing graphing are usually the same. We have a couple new things for inequalities. We are first finding M and B in order to graph the inequality. And we have to either draw a solid line or a dotted line. And the solid occurs when you see the signs with the equal to. The dotted occurs when you either have just less than or greater than. We are going to test the point 0, 0 or something similar to it. We want a real easy point to use because we have to do some shading for inequalities. Inequalities are really kind of fun to graph. For example number 1, we have the equation, or the inequality, y is greater than or equal to 2x plus 4. So our slope is 2 or 2 over 1, and our y-intercept is 4. And because we have the equal to sign, greater than or equal to, we're going to have a solid line. So I'm going to start at positive 4, and I'm going to count up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. I want to get as many points on this line as I possibly can, so I'm also going to go backwards with it and do the same thing before taking my straight edge and connecting all the dots in a solid line, which just means that there's no dots to it or no hash marks. And I'm going to label it y is greater than or equal to 2x plus 4. So all of that is similar to what we do when we graph linear equations. But now we're going to take a test point, and we're going to use 0, 0. And the coordinates of 0, 0 are x is 0, y is 0. And we're going to use the y is greater than or equal to 2x plus 4. So y, which is 0, is greater than or equal to 2 times x, which is 0, plus 4. So I have 0 is greater than or equal to 0 plus 4. And then I have to ask myself, is 0 greater than 0 plus 4, which is 4? Well, it's not. 0 is not greater than or equal to 4. So I'm going to say no, it's not. And I am going to shade the other side of the graph because this statement was false. Example number 2 is x is less than 3. And if you recall from example number 1 or from these steps, if you have a less than or greater than, you're going to actually draw a dotted line when you use your straight edge. And this line is crossing the x-axis at a positive 3, and it's going to be a vertical line going through that value of positive 3. And remember, I said I'm doing a dotted line. So with my straight edge, you need to draw a dotted line with arrows through x is less than 3. And I'm going to label it x less than 3, and then I am going to pick my test point. Again, I'm going to use 0, 0. So I need to know, is 0, 0 going to work for this? Well, the only coordinate I need is the x coordinate, which is 0. Is 0 less than 3? 0 is less than 3. So this is yes, this is true, and so I'm going to shade that side where that 0, 0 is. You can also think of it as, where are the values that are less than 3? They're all this way. So I'm going to shade that side of the graph. Example number 4 says graph x plus 2y is greater than 6. So less than, greater than means a dotted line. And I need to rearrange this equation by subtracting x from both sides. So 2y is greater than negative x plus 6, and dividing each of the terms by 2. So my new equation, new inequality, is y greater than negative 1/2 x plus 3. And so my m is negative 1/2, my b is 3, and that's where I'm going to start. At positive 3 on the y-axis, I am going to count down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2, and I'm going to keep doing that in both directions, consistent with the pattern of the line, so that I can use my ruler to draw a nice, straight, dotted inequality. And then I'm going to label it with the original x plus 2y is greater than 6. And so now I'm going to test my point, and I'm going to use 0, 0. 0 and 0 are just easy coordinates to work with. So the 0 is x, the y is 0, and 0 plus 0 is greater than 6. Is 0 plus 0 greater than 6? No, it's not. So I'm not going to shade the side where the 0, 0 is. I'm actually going to shade the opposite side because the statement was false. We will practice more of these in class tomorrow. Bring these notes with you, and we will make some new inequality graphs on graph paper.